The Surfing Violinist presents Embracing Discomfort, Violin Vlog 39. Part of the process of reacclimating to life in America after India and evolving this channel into something more constructive for my own family's life and well-being has been to find new mentors. While the idea for the naming of my documentary film, Local Legend, came from a surf video idea I had years ago about surfing some distant surf breaks, mysterious spots that will hopefully become legends, it's also a reference to the people who have taught me so much about surfing and life in general. In music, the local legend was my violin teacher, Arlene. And even at the end of her life, she taught me so much. And then, of course, there's Anthony Peoples and John Cummings, who I've been playing trio with, sometimes a quartet with in the last few years. They've helped me learn so much about live performance. And through live performances in the last few years, I've met so many new friends and colleagues, Seth and Ronnie, reconnected with Don and Fran, Caleb. It's been a wild ride, and I've learned and relearned so much from all of these connections. And then there are the venues. Without Phil at Bergen Barrel, I wouldn't have had a place to weekly show up and really just start to get comfortable with the setup, teardown process, and navigate the ins and outs of live gigging. There's too many to count, but Ferrucci's, Los Antojitos, Tap Room, Angry Tuna, so many of these places have given me the opportunity to perform live, and it has been a great ride so far. And then there are the fans. So my buddy Mark Santoli, who's taught me so much about skateboarding, has been one of my most vocal local supporters. Mark even brought me a new plexiglass music stand. I didn't know these things existed. So it would be easier for people to see my performance without this giant moat of stands that I had concocted early on in my gigging life. And not all of these supporters have been local. Before we left from India, our longtime channel collaborator, the Indian Dude, had already blessed us with many donations to the channel. But one of the most long-lasting impacts he's had on my violin gigging life was buying me my first amp, which I'm using to this day. And then there are those local legends who have influenced me as I've been in the audience. The Jazz Masters being chief among them, especially Luke Pinniger and Jason Bennett. It's not only people who know me who have impacted my violin gigging life. Even as a consumer on the internet, I've learned much. One I recently discovered through YouTube and Facebook and Instagram posts is Peter Martin. I was impressed with his YouTube videos, not only in his ability to articulate musicality succinctly, and not just in his technical proficiency, but in his ability to do both on the fly simultaneously. I mean, it's one thing to be a good teacher, another to be a good entertainer, but to do both at the same time, that's special. During the Christmas season, I discovered he was offering some jazz etudes with accompanying video lectures for a very reduced rate. And after only viewing the video for the first etude, I was once again very impressed with his command of performance and pedagogy. Starting in March, I'm committing to daily practice starting with these etudes. Peter's theme for this project is Embrace Discomfort. It's interesting because in January, I had come to grips with the fact that in order to keep my paddling consistent, I was going to have to embrace the misery. But when it comes to music, it's demoralizing. But this process is integral to practice, yielding the results it's capable of. So embracing the discomfort is the next step in my YouTube, surfing, and violin life. Not good at it? It's all good. As long as we cultivate that discomfort with badness into comfort in progress to something better. The other mentor, I've mentioned him before many times, Felix Mendelssohn. His violin concerto and his overture dedicated to the New Hebrides Islands and Fingal's Cave in particular have inspired me perhaps more than any music in history. So in March 2024, I've committed to practicing the 2 swashbuckling passages in Fingal's Cave overture to include as the intro, trailer, and outro to my documentary. Let's see how it goes. My commitment to Mohabbatain has still been put on hold. Like the Rock to Fakie, I just have not been able to make the next step. And I think it will start with embracing the parts of violin that I've been putting off from my home culture, and that is Mendelssohn and Peter Martin. Martin stands in for jazz, and we went to the Gulf Jazz Society's Jazz Masters performance the other night. My wife loves jazz, loves listening to it, and it's high time I be able to play up there with them for her. But Mohabbatain and Bollywood music are still in the wings in the future. To see these videos early, without ads, join the lineup here on YouTube. You just need a YouTube account, and for $1.99 a month, you click this little join button and sign up to get early and ad-free access to 4 monthly vlogs: the surf vlog, the violin vlog, the masala vlog, and the family vlog. Thank you very much.